In a world full of mysteries, extremes, and wonders, welcome to the world's most. From the deadliest creatures to the tallest mountains, from ancient secrets to unbelievable facts. This is where knowledge meets awe. Discover the wildest, the biggest, the fastest, and the most extraordinary stories on Earth. This is the world's most. Hey there, fellow wanderers! Today, we're counting down the top 7 most beautiful countries in the world, from number 7 all the way to number 1. This list is 100% based on my taste, a pinch of wanderlust, and absolutely no science. So buckle up, grab your imaginary passport, and let's kick off the countdown. The land of precision, peace, and pure postcard perfection. It's Switzerland. Switzerland isn't just beautiful, it's offensively beautiful. It's like nature got bored and said, let's just flex a little. The Alps? Breathtaking. The lakes? Mirror-like. The villages? So cute they look AI generated. Even the cows wear bells like they're in some kind of rural fashion show. In Zermatt, you get the Matterhorn towering above you like it's judging your cardio. In Interlaken, you can skydive, paraglide, or just sit on a bench and question all your life choices while looking at the mountains. Let's talk about trains. Only in Switzerland can a train ride be the highlight of your trip. The Glacier Express? It's like riding through a National Geographic magazine, but with hot cocoa and functioning Wi-Fi. And the people? Super polite, ridiculously punctual. It's the only country where someone will apologize to you after you bump into them. Oh, and the chocolate? It's not dessert. It's a spiritual experience. Swiss chocolate is what happens when happiness is concentrated into edible form. Want to feel rich? Even the air in Switzerland smells expensive. And yet, despite being one of the world's wealthiest countries, nature is free, and it shows off. Switzerland is calm, clean, and classy, like if a luxury watch became a country. Number 6 on our list is Turkey, the place where continents meet, history whispers from every corner, and your diet officially goes on vacation. Let's set the scene. You wake up in a cave hotel in Cappadocia. You step outside and the sky is filled with hot air balloons drifting like jelly beans in the sunrise. You're half asleep, sipping Turkish tea, and wondering if you've somehow wandered into a dream sponsored by National Geographic. Then you visit Pamukkale, a place that looks like a frozen waterfall built by ancient gods, but is actually a series of thermal pools formed by calcium-rich waters. You dip your feet in and suddenly feel like royalty from 2,000 years ago. Who forgot to bring sunscreen? And don't get me started on Istanbul. One moment you're inside the majestic Hagia Sophia, staring up at the dome and contemplating your place in the universe. The next, you're bartering for fake Gucci sunglasses in the Grand Bazaar, eating baklava, and getting emotionally attached to a stray cat who follows you for 3 blocks. His name is probably Mehmet. But the real plot twist in Turkey? The food. Oh, the food. Kebabs so juicy, they make you question your life choices. Freshly baked simit on every street corner. Tea served in tiny tulip-shaped glasses like it's the nation's official greeting. And don't even think about saying no to someone offering tea. You'll offend their grandmother's spirit. Turkey is also home to stunning coastlines along the turquoise Riviera, ancient ruins like Ephesus, and mountain villages where time stands still. It's where modern life and ancient history hold hands and walk side by side. So whether you're here to float in hot springs, explore Byzantine churches, or just eat your weight in dessert. Turkey is a country that will surprise you in every possible way. At number 5, we've got Norway, the land of fjords, frozen beauty, and where even the trolls are probably more photogenic than you. Let's start with the obvious, the fjords. These aren't just valleys with water. No. These are dramatic, cinematic landscapes carved by glaciers, stretching out like nature's red carpet. You take a boat through Geirangerfjord, and for a moment, you think, wait, am I in a Viking movie? Where's my horned helmet? Fun fact, Vikings didn't actually wear horned helmets, but let's not ruin the fantasy. Then there's Lofoten Islands, jagged peaks rising out of the sea, like Mother Earth just decided to flex. Cute fishing cabins, northern lights overhead, and the kind of silence that makes you forget your phone even exists. Yes, it's possible. Now, let's talk about the weather. Norway doesn't do mild. It's either, wow, this is the freshest air I've ever breathed, or my eyelashes are frozen and I fear for my toes. But that cold, it's worth it. Because if you're lucky enough to catch the aurora borealis, you'll swear the sky is glitching in the most beautiful way. And here's something unexpected. Norwegians are secretly hilarious. Sure, they seem quiet at first, but give it a minute, or give them a sauna and a coffee. They'll surprise you with the driest humor this side of Scandinavia. Oh, and don't forget about Oslo, where modern architecture meets Viking museums. You can go from admiring a medieval longboat to eating a $20 cinnamon bun. Yes, Norway is pricey. A bottle of water might require a small loan. But hey, beauty has its price. Norway is the kind of place that makes you want to write poetry, wear a wool sweater, and contemplate life on a mountaintop, all before breakfast. Coming in at number 4 is Japan, the land of sushi, samurais, sakura, and toilets that are smarter than most of us. Let's begin in Tokyo, where the future has already arrived. The city is a neon jungle where robots serve you drinks, vending machines sell everything from ramen to umbrellas, and people line up in perfect order for the subway. Yes, in perfect lines. You almost feel guilty for blinking too loud. But Japan isn't just tech and speed. Travel a bit, and you'll find Kyoto, where ancient temples, bamboo forests, and kimono-clad locals make you feel like you've stepped into a painting. It's the kind of place where even the air seems respectful. Oh, and speaking of respect, Japanese culture is built on it. Bowing isn't just a formality, it's an Olympic-level art form. You'll bow once, they'll bow back, you bow again, and suddenly you're both stuck in an infinite politeness loop. Hungry? Perfect. Because Japan is a food lover's wonderland. Sushi that melts like butter. Ramen so rich it could fund a tech startup. Takoyaki, tempura, matcha, everything. And let's not forget the bizarre Kit Kat flavors. Wasabi Kit Kat? Why not? You only live once. Now, let's talk nature. Mount Fuji looks like it was designed by a perfectionist. Cherry blossoms, or sakura, bloom like clockwork every spring, turning parks into romantic anime scenes. And if you're lucky enough to visit a ryokan, traditional inn, you'll sleep on a tatami mat, wear a yukata, and wonder why hotels back home don't give you green tea on arrival. But perhaps the most fascinating thing about Japan is how it blends tradition and innovation. It's a place where you can meditate in a 1,000-year-old Zen garden and then go catch Pokemon in augmented reality 10 minutes later. Japan doesn't just offer experiences, It offers contrasts. And somehow, it all fits together in perfect harmony. In third place, we have New Zealand, the land of epic landscapes, friendly sheep, and where Middle Earth is just what they call the backyard. Let's be honest, if Mother Nature had a favorite child, it would be New Zealand. Glaciers, rainforests, volcanoes, beaches, fjords, all packed into 2 islands that look like they were handcrafted for an Instagram travel account. You start your journey in the South Island, maybe in Queenstown, the self-proclaimed adventure capital of the world. Want to jump off a bridge attached to a rubber band? Sure. Skydive over a snow-capped mountain? Why not? Take a peaceful boat ride through Milford Sound, where waterfalls cascade down cliffs like someone left nature's faucet running? Absolutely. And then there's the North Island, home to bubbling mud pools, Maori culture, and geothermal hot springs that smell, well, unique. Let's just say it's the scent of science. But the real magic of New Zealand, it's the feeling. You hike for hours and suddenly you're on a ridge overlooking valleys that seem untouched by time. You pause, take a breath, and for a moment you think, this might be what peace feels like. Also, yes, there are a lot of sheep. In fact, there are more sheep than people. But don't let that fool you. Kiwis, that's what New Zealanders call themselves, are some of the kindest, funniest people you'll ever meet. They'll give you directions, share a story, and probably make fun of Australians while they're at it. Oh, and if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, prepare to lose your mind. From Hobbiton to Mount Doom, aka Mount Ngauruhoe, New Zealand is Middle Earth. You half expect Gandalf to show up at your hostel and offer you a quest before breakfast. New Zealand is more than beautiful. It's grounding, exhilarating, and a little bit magical. And once you leave, a piece of you will always want to go back. Number 2 on our list is Canada, the land of maple syrup, moose sightings, and people who say sorry even when you bump into them. Let's start with the obvious. Canada is huge. It's the 2nd largest country in the world, and yet somehow it's also one of the most peaceful. You could drive for hours through stunning wilderness and only see trees, lakes, and the occasional moose just chilling like it's on vacation. From the Rocky Mountains to the Northern Lights, Canada is basically Mother Nature's resume. Want drama? Go to Banff National Park, where lakes are so blue they look photoshopped, and mountains rise like frozen giants. Want cozy? Head to Quebec City, a French-speaking fairy tale town where every building looks like it's from Beauty and the Beast. Then there's Toronto, the cool cousin who's into food trucks, art, and drink. Multicultural, buzzing, and full of personality. And of course, you can't forget Niagara Falls, where millions of gallons of water tumble with a roar. Tourists get drenched on boat tours, and someone always tries to take a selfie too close to the edge. Don't be that person. But it's not just the landscapes, it's the people. Canadians are famous for being nice, like unreasonably nice. You step on their foot, they say, sorry. You drop your phone, 3 strangers help you pick it up, and one of them gives you a donut. They make you feel like you belong, even if you can't pronounce Saskatchewan. And yes, hockey is basically a religion. Don't understand it? Doesn't matter. Just yell, "Go Leafs!" and someone will probably high-five you. Canada is clean, kind, breathtakingly beautiful, and somehow makes winter look cool, literally. Coming in at number 1, drum roll please, Italy, where every street feels like a movie set, every meal tastes like a love letter, and And every old man in a piazza is probably giving you unsolicited life advice. But in Italian, so it sounds poetic, Italy is not just a country. It's an emotion. It's standing in front of the Colosseum thinking, wow, people used to fight lions here, then walking 5 minutes to eat the best gelato of your life. It's the contrast of history and hedonism, all in one espresso-fueled heartbeat. You've got Rome, the eternal city, where ruins and traffic coexist in perfect chaos. You've got Venice, where getting lost is part of the charm, and the Google Maps lady gives up after a while. And then there's Florence, the cradle of the Renaissance, art history, and at least one guy trying to sell you a leather belt. Let's not forget Tuscany, rolling hills, vineyards, and sunsets that look like someone turned the saturation up to dreamy. Or Cinque Terre, those rainbow villages clinging to cliffs like they're afraid to let go. And of course, the food. Pizza in Naples, pasta in Bologna, tiramisu in literally anywhere. Even the gas station sandwiches are better than most restaurants in other countries. But it's not just the sights and bites. It's the lifestyle. Italians live life. They talk with their hands, take long dinners, and have perfected the art of not rushing anything unless they're on a Vespa. You'll learn to appreciate things, a slow walk, a perfect tomato, a stranger calling you Bella, even though you're sweating and lost. Italy teaches you that life isn't a race. It's a beautifully messy, carb-filled, opera soundtracked experience. And that, my friends, is why Italy sits comfortably at number 1. It doesn't just capture your eyes, it steals your heart and feeds it pasta. And there you have it, the 7 most beautiful countries on Earth. If your travel bucket list just got 7 countries longer, you're welcome. But hey, beauty is in the eye of the passport holder, right? So tell me, which country do you think should have made the list? Drop it in the comments, unless it's Mordor, in which case, we need to talk. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell icon. Because next time, we might visit the top 7 weirdest places to sleep. And trust me, you don't want to miss the one inside a giant potato. Thanks for watching. Stay curious, stay adventurous, and remember, the world is big, beautiful, and probably way cooler than your sofa. See you in the next one. World map waving.